We've made it, everybody. The final stretch. The last episode we recorded via Discord. Thank you all for being patient and actually following along on the saga. The episodes after this sound infinitely better and are just better quality in general. So, feel free to enjoy episode 9 onward, bad audio free for the most part. Once again, thank you so much, and I hope you all enjoyed the episode.
It's been 5,000 years. Where have you been?
Forgotten verse of scripture. In the beginning, Aiden was in this Discord call.
Just waiting for the rest of us.
I have my own cult.
Gracious.
I would gladly join the cult of Aiden.
I'm
Cult of Aiden.
concerned. Don't do that, please.
I think that's the first cult to ever turn away members.
That makes me want to join even more.
No, we don't want you here.
I don't want
Please leave. Trust
This
me,
is
you
a
don't want to
one-man
do this.
cult.
Hello, everybody. Our Lord and Savior, Aiden.
No.
Oh. All right.
I'm gonna.
Who's gonna
Are we
start
good
this
to
off?
start?
Yes,
I'm
we're
good
good
to
to
start.
start. I've been
Okay.
recording for
Yes.
7 minutes and
Oh,
58 seconds.
hot diggity
Oh
dang.
no, that's in recording.
Oh yeah. As soon as we hop in this call, I start recording.
Oh, beautiful. Hello, everybody, and good brunch to Casablanca. I'm here. Well, I'm the host, Jay, and I'm here with Riley,
Hi.
Aiden.
I don't know.
There he is, and RJ.
Hello. I was so tempted to carry on that.
A bit. No.
Make it even longer.
Oh no.
So today, I bring to the table, what I like to call, cursed verses. Now, I feel like I should clarify verses isn't like, you know how in high school or like middle school, everybody's all like, oh man, what do you think about like Goku versus Superman or like whatever people, I don't know, I don't remember what people did in middle school, but like that sort of like versus style, and people would just like debate about it for hours on end.
Yes.
Well, I would like to put my own spin on it and make cursed versions. And here, and let me just give us a quick little example for y'all to argue in the comments if we do that on this platform.
Oh. We should make a subreddit.
We should make a subreddit.
Oh,
argue this on the
Lord,
subreddit.
No. Don't make a subreddit.
Argue this on my Tumblr page.
That I could see.
A bunch of idiots. Tumblr.
Yeah. Spider-Man dusted versus Jango Fett headless. This is the vibe we're going for today.
What is
Let's
dusted?
see.
So
Thanos
when
snapped.
Thanos snapped Spider-Man,
He got dusted.
So
he got dusted.
wait, so it's dead Spider-Man versus dead Jango Fett?
Yes.
Exactly.
What?
And
Huh?
guess what? Guess what? There is a serious answer for this. There's only one answer that I definitely know. It's dusted Spider-Man.
I
Because
agree.
he
Yeah.
comes back.
Because he comes back, yeah.
I hadn't even
that's
thought about
not
that.
why I agreed.
I was gonna say Jango Fett because he has a more body, but
No, but see, the dust could swarm the body and overwhelm it.
But
anyway,
here's the
this
thing,
was
Jango
just
Fett is dead. Spider-Man is not dead. He just doesn't exist at the moment. But he will.
But
so
it kind of died.
given time.
We get the idea.
Yes.
This was not going to be my main one for us for today, but this is you viewers can debate this wherever you can debate this. Talk to your friends at high school. Tell them about
Talk
the
to your
Brunch
friends at high
Idiots.
school.
I hope
Talk to
that
your
if you have
coworkers.
friends at high school, you were also a high schooler.
I'm
Talk
gonna
to random
remind-
children on the street.
No.
Riley,
No.
Find a
Riley
child
has a
and-
good.
I'm going to remind everyone, listeners included, this is PG-13. This
Talk
is
to a random
guys-
13-year-old on the street.
No.
Oh, you
No.
did.
What could go wrong?
What are stranger danger?
Find a
Excuse
heavily
me?
populated park.
I'm not a strange person. You know me from the Brunch of Idiots.
I feel as though I need to leave.
Wait,
Hey,
no.
Dad, have you heard of the Brunch of Idiots podcast? They posed a very interesting question. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. What are you doing talking to my child? This just in. A man was spotted talking to random children in a park. This man has been apprehended.
This is my disclaimer. We are not responsible for any of you idiots that take that seriously.
Oh Lord.
Please,
Anyway, back
please
You're
find
an idiot
conversation
until you're not.
partners of your own age range.
I just love how RJ's going, crime.
crime,
I am a menace.
crime brulee.
You
Uh,
have minutes to say.
Anyway, now with my example out of the way, I would like to lead with one that is maybe a little bit less cursed than my original example, but just to start us off, the Headless Horseman.
Okay.
Pre-Skellington.
So
What?
before he became the Headless Horseman.
Yeah, so the Headless Horseman before he became the Headless Horseman,
Okay.
So,
and
So a
Jack
dude.
Skellington before he became a skeleton.
Also just a dude. Okay.
Yeah.
So dude
Um,
versus
well, one of them has a horse.
No.
one of them has a horse. No, the Headless Horseman didn't get a horse until after he became the Headless Horseman.
Hold up. No.
Or would he have just been the
Okay.
horseman?
Oh,
We're gonna do
interesting.
some research.
Oh, we're doing research.
We're starting early with the research.
Look, I need to know.
You do the Headless Horseman, I will research Jack Skellington.
While y'all are researching, I'm going to say, for my answer, I think it would be the Headless Horseman. And the reason why I say that is because there's theories that Jack Skellington, before he died, was actually, what's his name from Corpse Bride. And he really is just
yeah.
a normal dude, albeit from around the same time period and area, I think. I think he's slightly
No.
less climactic than the Headless Horseman before he
It's,
became headless.
it's not the same era. It's not. I just found it. It's that dude, right? Jack Skellington as that dude versus a Hessian soldier from the Revolutionary War.
Oh.
Interesting.
For those of you that don't know, Hessians were mercenaries, mainly Germanic.
I did not.
So I was right.
Yeah,
They
no,
would fight
you were
anyone.
so correct. Well, there
Either
really
that,
is only
or
one
if
answer
you
with
go
this.
The Scottish tale, it is the ghost of Ewan, a decapitated soldier of a Scottish clan in a clan battle.
So either way, a warrior
Yes.
versus some dude.
Versus a string bean.
Versus a string bean dude.
A string bean
know
dude
what?
who was like manipulated by women.
Yeah.
By women.
Why is that just tagged on there?
I felt the need
by
to,
women.
well, and a worm technically, but
No.
I feel
got a
like
point.
the mayor was also relatively manipulative. Let's be
No,
real
just
here.
the women.
No. The mayor was a woman.
He's just like me for real.
Oh no.
Oh, I set that
It's
one
the
up.
woman meme.
It makes complete sense that RJ would knock it down.
Well, it feels like that one was a pretty open and shut case then. Holy cow.
You would think that it wasn't. Apparently,
Oh,
this is turning into folklore with the Brunch of Idiots.
This one I thought of while I was at work, so I mean, I have another one.
Beautiful.
If you would like me to continue on to a second one.
Yes, please.
Okay. So, the Black Knight from what was the Monty Python and the Holy Grail, minus 3 limbs, so 3 limbs into Tis But a Scratch,
Okay.
versus
He's got a leg.
Han Solo in Carbonite with a 5th grader's trebuchet.
With a 5th grader's trip. Okay, so what
I'm
kind
sorry.
of 5th grader are we talking about? Are we talking about the 5th graders of the Midwest that actively participate in Punkin' Chunkin'? Or
The kind of 5th grader that has a trebuchet, Riley.
Well,
How many
look,
5th
I
graders
was
have
a fifth.
trebuchets?
I was a 5th grader with a trebuchet, and it was like it only went up to my kneecap, right?
It was a tiny.
It was a
dinky
tiny
trebuchet.
one. But there
Do you
are
think
some
you could have
5th
beaten the Black
graders.
Knight?
Hold on. Hold
We
on.
have to determine
Listen.
the full thing. Yeah.
There are some 5th graders look up Pumpkin Chunkin'. Okay?
I know what it is.
Okay, there are some 5th graders, children, that participate in that, and they have, like, pickup truck-sized trebuchets. So which brand of 5th grader are we talking about?
See, I was just gonna leave this one up to interpretation, because, like...
And how I'm
my-
curious.
You know what I'm imagining right now? There's a meme of I can't remember the 3 British actors' names, but they're like all sitting there with binoculars and a trebuchet, and they're in the world of Skyrim, and they launch it because they actually launched a trebuchet in the show that they were doing.
It's not. It's. Is it Top Gear?
No, I don't think so.
I know they threw cars at one point.
Yeah, they threw
Yeah,
cars
with
a
a trebuchet.
Oh, it could have been, and maybe it was, but like they chunked a rock at this giant and missed, and they were like, "Ah, no," and then they got destroyed. But I'm imagining the I'm imagining the Han Solo whoosh. The knight looks up, it lands past him, and then he just keeps going.
Oh, from the Lord of the Rings?
Oh?
No, it's a different one. Although that's also a really funny reference too. It would just land right next to him, and he's just like, ah, and then hobbles on.
I just want to know how Han Solo, who is frozen in carbonite, ended up with a trebuchet in the first place, let alone from a 5th grader. But also, how is he supposed to use it? He's frozen.
Okay, but then there's the other problem. How is the Black Knight supposed to do anything with the Carbonite Han Solo?
That's a good point. Well, he could use the trebuchet to launch Han Solo and shatter him.
He's gonna use Han
But how
Solo's
is he going
trebuchet
to do
against
that
him.
with only one limb?
He
Like,
just
I am
kicked
so
it
for
over.
disabled people doing
Can we have
what they
somebody
do,
roll
right?
a
But
D4 to figure out which limb the Black Knight has left?
sure.
Sure.
1 left
got
arm, 2
1.
right arm. Okay, well,
Left arm it is.
left arm it is. So he has his left arm.
How is he going to push the Carbonite Han Solo?
Those typically they have repulsor lifts, most of them. You can just float them, I think.
Yeah.
How's
Okay,
he
so
gonna
we're not like
rig up the trebuchet.
It's
That
already
is
set up.
the It's already rigged up. Han
already
Solo
rigged
was
up,
just
ready to
floating
go.
above it.
Then I think the Black Knight's
the
gonna
Black
win.
Knight's gonna win.
These really are
Using Han
cruise.
Solo's trebuchet.
Yes, he's gonna use Han Solo's own trebuchet to yeet him off into the ether.
And I guess he has to crawl. If it doesn't work the first time, he's gonna have to crawl, go and get Han Solo, bring him back to the trebuchet, and try again.
I don't know if it would shatter
Work
from a
smarter, not
trebuchet.
harder.
The carbon freezing is pretty sturdy stuff, I think, at least in Star Wars.
And he
Has
was able to
anybody
survive,
done
like,
the
a
tensile
5-foot
strength
draw.
of
The thing is, carbon's brittle.
right,
Fair.
but it's like a carbon steel.
Let me look up carbon steel tensile strength. Apparently I did this before. Oh, holy moly. It's from a range of 65,300 psi to 140,000 psi.
So then it
What
would
is that
depend on the size
equivalent
of the
to?
trebuchet and the surface he's being smacked against.
Honestly, the Black Knight could just fling him away and then flee and call it a draw.
That's true. But we're talking about total annihilation here.
Total annihilation, then.
No, I can only find
I
the
guess
same
we're back
psi in
to what
pascals.
size trebuchet would a fifth grader have?
I think it's a draw. I'm gonna give up on this one. I'm gonna back down from my hill. It's a draw.
If it's a big trebuchet, the Black Knight wins. If it's my trebuchet from 5th grade, then it's a draw.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
I don't have a third one at the moment.
Aiden, do you
I
have
have
one?
one.
Oh, RJ, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, the mystery gang from Scooby Doo, but all of them are only capable of moving to the left. Or
Okay.
Kirby with a really bad case of hiccups.
I'm
Kirby.
sorry, it's still Kirby.
They're gonna box stuff around Kirby and sit on him. That's my whole thing.
All Kirby has to do is move to
to
his
the
left.
right. Yeah.
They're right, his left.
Yeah.
But would Kirby be intelligent enough to figure that out?
I don't. He could eat Velma.
But he can't. He wouldn't be able to eat well because he has hiccups.
If he
He
does
has a
it
1 in
quickly.
3 chance. If he
does
does
it fast enough.
hiccups.
I think that
Wait a
they
second.
could left turn enough
could
to squish
Undo his
Kirby.
hiccups. No, see, okay, y'all are missing something.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Cures for hiccups, Kirby already has, which is either re-irritating his esophagus from inhaling all that air and swallowing it, or he could simply just be scared. TV shows have proven that this is true.
Mr. Gang
Therefore,
shows up and he's like, "Boyo!"
and suddenly his hiccups are gone, and now it's just
I still say the mystery gang wins.
my vote's for Kirby.
He can't eat
I'm
all
with
of them at the
Kirby.
same time.
No, but he can
He
gobble down
actually
Velma
can.
and figure it out the rest of the one.
Why Velma specifically?
Because Velma's
Velma's
smart.
the smart one.
As a game mechanic, you can swallow multiple beings.
Okay, but what's the limit on that?
I don't think there is one on the normal Kirby games.
Back to Google.
Can I give you all my take?
Yes.
Go for it.
I think this one also ends in a draw because Kirby and Shaggy end up being best pals because they both really enjoy snacks. So Shaggy will give him a really nice snack, and then they won't even want to duke it out anymore.
Ooh,
Kirby doesn't
okay.
fight via Scooby snack.
Would you let us live for
Besties.
2 Scooby snacks?
You know what? I think RJ's convinced me. I think that would.
I
think
tend to
that
agree.
would work.
Also,
Yeah.
it would Kirby's inhaling ability would only work if the mystery gang was not considered excessively large or heavy.
I don't think any of them are excessively large.
Yeah, but as compared to other things that he swallows.
Well, then you have to bring in Super Smash Brothers, and yes, he swallows Captain Falcon or Bowser.
But would in his normal games would he be able to swallow Bowser?
No.
Okay, we're talking about normal Kirby.
Normal Kirby.
Regular old vanilla ass Kirby.
Here's another thing. If there's a loose brick and he swallows that, they're kind of cooked.
Brick Kirby.
Brick launcher Kirby.
Brickby.
Well, he has a power. He can, like, jump over them, turn into a brick, and
So
at
he
a very
turns,
fast speed.
he turns into a thwomp.
It's a
He turns into a
concussion
thwomp.
machine.
Goomba stomps the mystery gang.
Stomps the mystery.
But that's on
I
the
have an idea, gang.
contingency.
Split up. Let's split up, gang.
That's on the contingency he could find a brick.
It could happen if it's the city.
That's too many variables. They're
Do
in
you
the middle
know
of
how
a
many
desert.
loose bricks there are at the university I work at?
I'm sure
Three.
a concerning amount.
Pretty sure there's a Cactus Kirby, too. Let me look.
Cactus Kirby. Oh no, not a cactus Kirby.
Cactus Kirby. There's so many different Kirbys. Like we could go off of so many contingencies of him managing to accidentally get something in between hiccups.
That's
Also,
true.
Isn't his like jump animation in Smash him basically hiccuping? Like he just grabs air and bounces.
Yes.
That is
Pretty
such
much.
an
Just jump
interesting
away.
way to describe hiccuping, grabbing air and bouncing.
Am
My
I
favorite way
wrong?
to hiccup. Grab on that air and bounce.
You gotta bounce that air.
Oh.
Fresh Prince of Bounce Air.
No.
Oh,
no.
goodness. He could swallow a bug and become Beetle Kirby, which does suplexes.
Any relation to Beetlejuice?
No.
Oh no.
No.
Just Beetle Kirby.
Beetle.
Next back.
Next one.
Next.
Okay. Who has one? Aiden, do you have one?
I do, kind of.
Okay.
Oh.
Kind of.
Alright, so hear me out. A griffin
Hearing.
without its wings versus a one-headed Cerberus.
So a dog versus a bird lion.
A giant dog versus a bird lion.
A bird lion that I feel like the one-headed Cerberus has this.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
disagree on the principle of bird bites are horrid.
They are.
Yes.
They kind of snip through flesh.
That is
Yeah.
true. However, Cerberus is the guard dog of hell.
Yeah.
But he only has one head. So how good is he guarding with one head, really? If he needs 3 heads to go.
I don't think he needs 3 heads.
I feel like there's a size advantage here that can't be ignored between
Also-
Cerberus and a griffin.
Well,
3 heads or
okay,
no.
that's yes, but also no. It depends on how fighty. I mean, small things take down large things all the time.
Fair.
There is no canonical size. It is just Cerberus is big.
So
Well,
it
it's
depends.
mythology.
Therefore, we
There's
must
not meaning.
assume that Cerberus can change sizes at will.
Oh no!
Okay, with that contingency, then Cerberus wins.
Mighty morphing single-headed Cerberus.
Why are we calling it single-headed Cerberus? It's just a big dog. It's like Clifford. It's angry Clifford.
Well, it still has the name. It's Cerberus. It's just one-headed Cerberus.
So Joe Schmo went and got a dog, dyed it red, called it Cerberus, and then gave it a potion of enlargement. And here we are. Joe Schmo's Cerberus off-brand, like Walmart brand Cerberus versus a
Wish.com, Cerberus.
Um,
Continue.
All right, I think we have a clear winner.
I still wanna say the griffin, the wingless griffin would win.
Well, let me see what kind of powers the griffin has. Do griffins have powers? Let's take a
Griffin,
look
if you're watching this, let us know in the comment.
here. Oh my goodness. They have super healing.
Ah!
Oh.
I did not know that.
Okay,
Yeah.
but here's the question. Cerberus is the guard dog of hell. Can Cerberus die?
Oh, big question mark.
Let's find out. Can Cerberus die?
What is
Our
happening?
Google
Cerberus
search
is immortal and is never killed, though he can be incapacitated.
Aha!
Uh-huh.
And he can
Hey.
be tricked.
Well,
So
yeah.
I think that the griffin would jump on Cerberus's back, get on its head, sink its claws in, and poke its eyes out.
Think of Cerberus as Wolverine, not Cerberus, the griffin as Wolverine, because holy moly, it can apparently cure sight, extend lifespan, cure from poison. It's got
Okay.
super
Okay.
strength.
Yes, but like,
It's
give him
called
3
the
months,
King
and
of the
Cerberus will be
Beasts.
back for round 2. Like, he can't
Well, then
die.
it's a
Eternal
draw.
Man, we're coming up with too many draws. I didn't know Griffin was this powerful. Goodness.
They're cool. They're cool mythical creatures.
Oh, Griffins are immortal as well. Oh,
Oh,
all right.
What?
Well,
What?
Well-
Another stalemate.
locked in an endless epic battle.
well, dang.
Okay. Hairless Bigfoot versus wingless Mothman.
Hairless Bigfoot.
You think?
I think. I don't know.
So
What is
just a
Mothman
big dude
capable of?
versus
A
an
dude,
insect man?
an insect man that can no longer fly and is vaguely attracted to lamps.
Apparently, Mothman has telepathy and can look in the future.
So maybe
Hi,
Mothman.
Winnie.
Oh, it also is. Mothman also apparently is responsible for bad luck disasters.
Yes,
So
I knew that one.
Mothman stole my GPU from me earlier this week.
Yes.
I have to just tell you guys this. So I just Googled Mothman and the AI
That's
overview
not a good.
from Google. Mothman characteristics. Described as having glowing red eyes. Normal. A 10-foot wingspan. Kind of intimidating. Looking human in most respects. Okay, also pretty standard. Lurking outside homes. Chasing cars. And stealing pet dogs. Why does Mothman chase cars?
He's running after the lights.
Headlights.
But there, in most
He's singing,
places, there are
"Ooh,
streetlights.
I'm blinded by the light."
So apparently, Mothman appears to warn people of impending doom. So if he ever meets hairless Bigfoot, he's like, "Oh, you're doomed, Bigfoot." And leaves.
Does Bigfoot have any additional powers other than being mysterious
Let's
and
see.
big.
I think
Bigfoot
he's just described as being like
powers.
super like strong, like superhuman strength.
Super strength, agility, and stealth, which I think that kind of goes away since he looks into the future. Water control.
What?
Where are you finding these?
Where's water control? Hold on. What website are you on?
Are you
I'm
reading
just on
websites with
Google.
triangles again?
They have the ability to turn water into ice.
This water was blessed by a
They
medicine
also
man.
have the ability to shapeshift, cross into different dimensions, or even be psychic.
Okay. No, I love this AI overview for this. Physical abilities: super strength, climbing. Bigfoot's large hands and feet make it a skilled climber. Enhanced senses: Bigfoot may have enhanced hearing, smell, and durability. It's good to know that they're honest about not being sure about that one. Bigfoot may be able to mimic other animals such as apes, yetis, and wild men.
Wild.
That goes with
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
shapeshifter.
Oh yeah, it's gonna shapeshift into the
Bigfoot
cold biome
may
version
be able
of itself.
Bigfoot may be able to disrupt electronics like lights, cameras, and drones.
Well,
This man is
shave me bald and call me Mini Bigfoot.
this man is just a super powered god. What the It's no wonder we haven't found him. He's probably swimming in the ocean, just EMPing anything that comes close. He's probably
That's why
walking
the
among us
Bermuda
right now.
Triangle exists.
It's just
This is why
Bigfoot vacation
Mothman
spot.
is fighting Bigfoot, because Bigfoot's shutting off all the lights.
I feel like Mothman's one advantage would have been his flight, because that's like apparently the one thing that Bigfoot doesn't have. But if
He's a
Bigfoot can,
bringer of bad luck, though.
but Bigfoot can cross into other dimensions.
Where
What
he
if that's
How
doesn't
do you get
have
past
bad luck.
What if that's a bad luck? He tries to cross into a dimension and it's just one that kills you dead instantly.
If Mothman
He
shows up
opens it
announcing
and gets
impending doom, he
melted.
just leaves. He dips this reality. He says, bye. You'll have fun with that.
Dude.
I'm gonna go EMP another reality.
I think then the answer's gotta be Bigfoot. There's just way too
Man.
many.
I said Bigfoot at first, then I was like leaning towards Mothman because like you can see the future and bad luck. Mothman is attracted to lights and gives bad juju, but like I think it's Bigfoot now for me at least.
I didn't realize Bigfoot was a water bending, reality bending, camouflaging EMP behemoth who can climb things and hide himself in plain sight.
He's the next
Bigfoot's
super
just
weapon.
chilling out, and then he hears, "Ah, I heard you're pretty strong."
Oh,
Oh,
no.
man.
Bigfoot sighs and then just leaves.
I'm sorry, did you just call him Big Butt?
No, I said
It's not
foot.
like, it's not like you said Big Butt.
Oh,
Editor,
no.
do not go over that, even though I know I probably will.
Editor, go over it. Edit him to say Big Bahunkadonk foot.
I'm just gonna use your word over me.
What did you even say?
I don't even know.
I said Bigfoot, but the problem is I don't know what's going on with like me talking right now. I'm tripping over my own words. So I said Big Boot.
Big boot.
I mean, Big Pete, Big Boot, right?
it's the Big Boot. It searches for a Bigfoot to
Bigfoot's
cancel
in
out
your
its
area.
powers.
Oh,
Bigfoot's in your reality.
My face hurts now from laughing so much.
I
Who's
didn't
next?
expect that one to go off like it did.
Oh no.
Google AI overview is such a wonderful thing for this.
No.
Oh.
Let's see. How about
Oh, I
a cabbage versus a walnut?
Cabbage versus
Huh?
walnut.
Yeah.
Well, both of them are vaguely brain shaped.
Huh?
Um,
So?
This is cursed, but not in the way I had expected this episode to go in.
We
Cabbage
don't have
versus
to do
walnut.
cabbage versus walnut if we
No,
don't
no,
want to.
no. We're here now.
okay,
We're doing
so
cabbage
the
versus
the
walnut.
if
world must
Alright.
know.
walnut gets launched at cabbage at velocity, then walnut wins because cabbage will be punctured.
But what if it doesn't go all the way through and is just stuck in the cabbage?
Then they have completed the fusion dance.
I feel like the cabbage would
My
win
cabbage
because
is
the
ready.
cabbage is the only one visible.
My cabbage is ready.
Your
I play
what?
polymerization.
Oh,
What if you boil a walnut?
their
Oh
texture
my
doesn't really change too much. Cabbage, though, cabbage will fumigate a room.
This scenario reminds me of a different podcast that I used to listen to, the Goons podcast. Not hashtag not sponsored. They had an episode where they
thanks
were
for plugging.
answering. They had an episode where they were going over like viewer questions. So like people would like submit stuff for like a Q&A or like topics. And one of them, some guy just submitted spaghetti or meat as a question. And it kind of became like an ongoing thing, but they were sitting there like they're what comparison is that? Like those are there's nothing to compare. What are we discussing? What does this mean?
I don't
This
know.
is that's what it made me think of. Like
Meat.
I don't understand.
The answer is meat.
It reminded me of something from like an inside joke between some friends of mine, but it would take far too long to explain. But the basis is the phrase is Ferris wheel or ass cancer.
We've been
Oh.
looking at the wrong solution. I'm pretty sure there's a Plants vs. Zombies cabbage.
There is there is there is. It's one of the potted plants. It's
Isn't that the catapult one?
No, I think is it? I thought it was the one that decks
a
people.
cabbage pult.
I thought it was the one that just punches people.
Nope, it is the
that's
cabbage
bok
pulp.
choy.
Yeah.
Bonk choy. Oh, that's bok choy. Okay.
Yeah.
So
a walnut in that game does
Is-
nothing.
is
It
just a
takes
wall.
It
damage.
just exists to die.
So I guess the
So-
cabbage wins.
Well, hold on,
Alright.
because you have a purely offensive strategy versus a purely defensive strategy.
So we got to see what happens when we put a zombie in front of both. Who dies first?
Well, the cabbage is going to die first.
Would it though? Because the walnut would be in the front.
Would it actually be in front of it though? Like if this is a versus, like if you were comparing the two, which lives longer, you would have two zombies and they would be separate.
So wait, do you have a cabbage on one end and a walnut in the other, and you put a zombie down in the middle and see which one it goes for?
Oh, you put two zombies equidistant from each.
Oh,
and the first
yeah,
one to
cabbage would
die-
die first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless the zombie was far enough to just be offed by the cabbage.
Mm.
There are too many variables here.
There'll be too many variables. I think this one has to be undetermined for now.
Undetermined.
We will do some testing and we'll get back to you at the beginning.
We'll find some cabbages and some walnuts and some zombies. We'll report back in the next episode.
We'll let you know.
Mythbusters this one.
Oh. Okay. I got another one.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Larry Boy,
Okay.
but it's Pickle Rick.
Oh,
Okay.
That's like Mormon Batman.
Oh, not! Stop bringing up Mormon Batman! No!
Bob, I turned myself into a superhero, Bob. I'm Pickle. I'm Pickle Boy. I'm Pickle Boy, Bob.
Not Pickle Boy.
Wait, did I? What's the
What was the
verses?
second part?
There wasn't a second part yet. We haven't got there. Pickle
Yeah.
Rick, Larry Boy, but it's Pickle Rick versus Mastermind, but it's the orange guy from Despicable Me.
Mastermind.
Do you mean Megamind?
Megamind, thank you.
But it's the orange guy.
But it's
What's it?
Titan?
Sid, I think his name is. From Sid from Despicable
Oh,
Me.
just Sid. Oh, you mean
Wait.
Vector?
Vector, thank you.
Vector.
I'm so
Oh.
bad.
Okay.
I referenced like 3-4 shows and didn't reference
Yeah, I
any
was
of
gonna
them
say.
correctly.
I love
Vector
Megamind.
with Megamind's gear versus Larry Boy, but it's Pickle.
I'm gonna have to give that to Vector, probably.
Vector.
Yeah, Pickle Rick is kind of handicapped by the fact that it's a PG.
Wait. Okay.
Hmm.
So
Super PG.
if Rick is Larry Boy, does he behave like a VeggieTale character?
So
That's what I was imagining.
it's
Because if not, Pickle Rick from the show, Rick and Morty, can't move or do anything. He's just a pickle.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
So the way I was imagining this was it's Rick, but like in Larry Boy's body.
Okay, so he.
Whoa.
It's like Pickle Rick, but Larry Boy.
How tall's Larry Boy? How tall's
That's a-
Larry?
I'm the
the
size
size
of
of
a
a
The
cucumber.
size of cucumber.
How tall is Larry from VeggieTales?
The fact that this is even being asked.
It's widely assumed that Larry is around 7 feet tall.
I'm
What?
sorry? This feels like a Peppa Pig height thing.
My childhood
Larry
is
Boy.
ruined.
Larry is taller than
in
Charizard.
writeups.org, his height is 6'4".
Huh?
That is a writeups.org. Hold up.
Reddit's saying he's a 6-foot cucumber.
The show takes place in a kitchen.
Is the kitchen
On the
just
counter.
massive?
There's a wiki saying he's 5'6".
There's no way Larry the Cucumber is as tall as me. This is a kitchen for giants?
I was about that's a fair point. Because
Wait,
he's 6'4", he's taller than me.
no. Here's the reason why that actually works. If y'all remember the critically acclaimed Dr. Jiggle and Mr. Slide,
Oh,
the Scotty Carrot it was a human hand and it was human feet. They weren't massive on him.
they were proportional. You are correct.
They were proportional.
I thought the hands and the feet were like delusions he was having,
I thought
though.
they were too.
I don't think I've seen that VeggieTales episode.
Editor put in the
Larry
entire
is
episode of
about
VeggieTales
7
in.
feet tall. Look, I'm getting multiple sources saying at least 6'4".
Okay, well, I guess we have to go off the assumption that Larry the Cucumber is 7 feet tall then.
7 foot tall, Rick in Larry the Cucumber's body, dressed up as Larry Boy with super suction ears.
I have to
versus
change my answer
Vector
now.
with Megamind's gear.
Vector couldn't even beat Gru. I don't think he's beating a 7-foot cucumber.
I don't
Super
think so.
genius cucumber.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Vector is smart, but I mean,
A moralless
Rick is
super genius cucumber.
So true.
wow. That's that one's kind of a landslide in Rick's favor.
I did not think
Pickle
about
boy.
this very
The
very,
power
very
of
long.
research.
Well, no. I don't think it's that you didn't think about it all the way through. I think it's just that none of us were expecting Larry the cucumber to be 7 feet tall.
I'm glad
Veggie
I'm
Tales,
asking
you
all
have
the right
ruined my
questions.
childhood. All of my early memories are now tainted because of you and your 7-foot cucumber. Can you imagine how big Dave and the giant pickle would have been? The giant pickle must be enormous.
Probably roughly 15 feet tall.
I'm looking this up.
Oh no.
Well, the giant pickle would have had to been proportional to biblical Goliath.
Not if Larry the cucumber is 7 feet tall.
Sorry. I
He's
can't keep it.
described as being 8 feet tall.
Only 8? What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, 8 feet tall.
No.
No.
Didn't he have hands?
This one says a 9-foot pickle.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
So how
boxing
tall was
gloves.
Junior? Because it was Junior that fought him in that episode, right?
How tall? Yeah, how tall is? How tall is Junior?
We're gonna have to rename this episode.
8 inches tall.
What are you gonna name it? No.
No way!
No.
This 8-inch tall creature was fighting an 8-foot pickle?
Somebody, wait. Somebody flash a picture of these two next to each other.
Please. I'm gonna find one right now.
Let me look again.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. All I'm getting, the only height I'm getting is 8 feet. Not 8 feet. 8 inches tall.
Okay, Goliath in the Bible, the tallest estimation is 9 foot 9 inches. So.
Okay. Needless to say, Rick the cucumber boy is demolishing poor Vector.
Yeah.
Gear that he doesn't know how to use.
He could probably just make his own. He has
No,
access
I'm
to the
expecting a
Larry
fight
cave.
right here, right now. No, I'm talking about Vector. Vector doesn't know how to use Megamind's gear.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
I think we have a very clear winner.
That is this episode is the more you know episode.
What do you know? It's like a back to the fight.
The clash of the more you know.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Research.
Research. Oh,
Special thanks to today's sponsor, Google AI Overview.
Remember, if you don't want to use the overview, you have to add a swear word into your search.
Yes, Riley discovered that not too long ago. If you throw a random cuss word into your Google search, it will not give you AI Overview.
I can't wait to show my dad.
Drop an F-bomb in your Google searches.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Once again, we are not responsible for the trouble we get into. Please be responsible when you're idiots.
Be responsible, idiots.
This was... Oh, man.
Something else.
Oh, I need to send a picture that I just found.
Oh, no. And then we gotta close out our...
Aiden, you got highlights?
Actually, I mean, we have a decent episode's size. Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
This episode was brought to you by these words: dead, crime, women, Goomba stomps the mystery gang, stalemate, Bigfoot God, Cabbage v Walnut, The Reckoning, and The More You Know.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, man.
man. And with that, good brunch.
Good brunch,
Good brunch
everybody.
and
Good brunch.
goodbye.
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 Bye.
Bye, Casablanca.